Now, whenever some person will tell us thank you or thank you very much or that's so kind of you, those words or expressions that I have already taught you, now you are accepting them. You're accepting the thanks of other person, and at that time there are some people who says that thank you. The person is telling you thank you, and in response you are also telling him thank you. Now that's become a joke in English. People think that you don't have word vocabs, you don't know how to respond. So not to feel that anymore, in this lesson we are going to learn how to accept thanks and what are the expressions that you can respond when somebody is thanking you. Now, let us look into those pretty expressions. The first expression is, that's alright. Now, if your friend, in being your friend, if you say him thanks, now he will say, that's alright. That's pretty much fair. That's alright. Means a degree of friendship. You are sharing a best friendship, and in that if he is helping you and you are telling him thanks Preetham, and Preetham will obviously tell you that's all right. Why to tell thanks? So that will be a mutual degree of friendship. Now our next expression, you're welcome. So this is the expression that we always use, welcome. Somebody tells you thanks or thank you, you often say welcome. No, that's not the correct way. You are welcome. This welcome phrase is a very common mistake. It's a mistake when somebody gives you thank you and you should not in return tell just welcome. Then that becomes a wrong. What is welcome? Are they welcome at your house? Are they welcome at your school? Where are they welcome? That becomes a laughter. So in that case, you should say, you're welcome. Now, how do we pronounce this contraction? You are as your. You're welcome. You're welcome. That means you are just telling him or her that, all right, it's not a big deal. I have helped you. You're welcome. Anytime you can ask for such helps. You're welcome. Suppose, for example, if I go to the IT department and tell them that please give me the pages of printouts, and then I say him thank you, and in return if he says me welcome, so that doesn't sound correct. So if I tell him thank you very much, so he should say me in response, you're welcome. That means again I can come next day to get my printout. You understood? Suppose, for example, I go to a shop for buying, which is our regular shop, and if I go there and if he says me all right, so that will not work. You should always keep on coming to his shop. So that in that case he should use the phrase you're welcome. You are welcome. Now our next phrase is don't mention it. So this is also a very important expression, or this also happens between friendship also, that you're helping and you should say don't mention it. It's no need to mention that I have helped you. Why are you telling like that? So don't mention it. It's a very popular and it's a well appreciated response when anybody says you thank you. So you would say him you're welcome, or you don't mention it. Don't mention it. For example, you need urgently notes for your exam is coming, and you called or you told your friend that please can you give me this copy for a night. So in that case your friend should respond don't mention it. Don't mention it. Now our next is not at all. Not at all. Now this is a very common phrase, like if somebody tells you thank you, you should have not at all, not at all. If somebody tells you that's very kind of you, not at all. You should be very quick, not at all. Suppose, for example, you are in a hurry. You need to go somewhere and you don't have much time and you have helped somebody. So if somebody is telling you thank you, so you said not at all. Suppose you are into a ticket counter and you are booking a ticket and you have just given him the money, then the other person says you thank you. So it actually doesn't make a difference, because you are in need of the ticket. You are in need of the ticket and the other person is helping you to book your tickets. So in that case, does his thank you matter to you? It is your work. So you should tell him that not at all. Why are you saying thank you? It's my work only. So you should tell him, not at all. Not at all. Okay. Now next, it's nothing. It's nothing. So for example, he is a very junior to you, or she is a very junior to you, and they are in need of help. For example, in my college days, there were many juniors and friends who used to tell us that, please help me sir, please help me bhaiya, I'm not able to understand the notes. So in that case, I used to tell them, it's nothing, anytime you can come, it's nothing. Now, our next and the most important phrase that I always prefer to use is my pleasure. My pleasure. I feel this phrase is very soft, very polite, and easily acceptable in any situation. Any situation comes, if anybody tells you thanks, thank you, thanks a lot, thank you very much, or that's very kind of you, any phrase of thank you, if you use, a very quick and a very important response would be my pleasure. My pleasure. And not it's my pleasure, only my pleasure. My pleasure. That's the most humblest way of accepting thanks. So if somebody tells me that thank you, thanks a lot, or thank you very much, I would definitely say my pleasure. My pleasure. So my pleasure would tell them that yes, I have helped you and it was very fine helping you up. So these are the few easily accepted phrase whenever anybody says you thank you. So I hope in these two videos you have learned how to say thank you in various ways and how to accept thanks. I hope from now onwards you will be using the right expressions at the right moment, and so whenever anybody gives you thank you, you will be using the right way of accepting thank you. With this, I am signing off for today.